Breaking news, crews are there and on the ground to contain this fire.
Evacuation orders and warnings are in effect. KTLA's Rachel Menitoff joins us live from Hasley Canyon in KTLADT with what we know so far. Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Sam. Hi, MB. Yeah, firefighters say this brush fire grew much faster and is much larger than they initially expected. It is called the Canyon Fire. We're right off of Hasley Canyon Road right now. You can see this kind of red hue of smoke behind us as the fire moves from Lake Piru in a southerly direction, but primarily east toward Hasley Canyon, Valverde, as we just heard. Where the fire initially started, it's a very rural area. There are only a couple of homes and structures, and we're told that firefighters are doing structure protection over there, but luckily no one has been injured at this point. Let's go back to Sky 5 if we can. What you'll see is this heavy smoke and the close proximity of the fire to the lake earlier on, and you'll also see the water drops in an attempt to quell this as quickly as possible. It's more than 600 acres at this point, and it's accelerating at a moderate rate of speed. This is not a wind-driven fire. It's being pushed by a 5-mile-per-hour breeze, which is not very significant. I will say it is extremely hot over here with current temperatures between 108 and 112 degrees, according to our news van's thermostat. There are orders for the Lake Piru recreation area and other parts of Piru. Also for Valverde and Oak Canyon, warnings have been issued for Romero Canyon and Hasley Canyon, where we are right now. This is probably the most populated area that is currently impacted. Now, back out here live, you're looking at one of the neighborhoods over here with this heavy red smoke in the background. And we see the fire moving in direction. Now we know 150 firefighters on scene. There are 6 air tankers and several helicopters battling this fire from the air, and we're going to continue to monitor it from the ground. We'll bring you the latest updates in the air. That's the very latest from KTLADT. Back to you.
All right, Rachel, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Oh, it looks hot. It looks very scary out there right now, the way those, the smoke and the fire's glowing.
Yeah. And Jean, you've been watching this all day with the heat and now some talk of winds. What are we looking at behind you?
So with the good news, right? The good news, bad news situation. The good news is about 10 miles an hour, really not too intense. So that's going to be probably for the next at least 12 hours, taking us through the overnight hours. So that's the good thing. However, it is very hot, as you heard from Rachel Menitoff out there. Hopefully the folks are staying safe in those evacuation warning areas, but that smoke is just going to linger around. It's going to be hot, at least 90 to triple digits, as you heard from Rachel. And I've been checking with the National Weather Service. So with those firefighters on the ground and up in the air, it's going to be an intense firefight for them. So we're going to keep an eye on that, as that is breaking news. These for the rest of Southern California. Heat advisories lasting through Friday at about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. Hottest temperatures today out of the 3-day heat wave that was from Wednesday through Friday. It weakens slightly by Sunday. That's when the high pressure system starts to leave our area. There's some patchy, dense fog along the coast. So really great beach day today and tomorrow. Onshore flow returns by Saturday. That's just some fancy weather terms for cooler temperatures. So that's what you want to be looking out. But there is a heat advisory that lasts Friday until about 8 o'clock at night in the area, large area that is covered in the brown or the tan there on the map. And many areas are included. And then also, we're going to leave you with this. There's also an extreme heat warning that lasts through Friday, 8 o'clock at night, Palm Springs, 29 Palms. And we've been looking at the forecast, Mary Beth and Sam, a lot of triple-digit temperatures all throughout Southern California. So please drink that water and stay safe. Back to you.
All right, Jean, thank you so much. And wow, it's so hot outside, as Jean just pointed out, and there is no immediate relief in sight for people in the San Fernando Valley whose taps have run dry during one of the hottest weeks so far this summer. A busted pipe is impacting thousands of homes. Emergency repairs are underway.
KTLA's Alina Abovian is live in Porter Ranch with the latest on how people are coping and when this water may start flowing again. Hi, Alina.
Hi, ladies. Well, how are people coping? It is really hot here in Porter Ranch, and all they can do is really just wait it out. As you can see behind me here, a lot of people are in line to get free water, and we're told that they hope to have everything restored by Friday.
Have a good day.
Cases of water being handed out. It's day 2 of no water for thousands of Porter Ranch and Granada Hills residents, and on one of the hottest days of the year.
I'm sweating right now, honestly.
I think it's going to be a long time. I don't see it happening tomorrow.
On Wednesday, nearly 10,000 residents received this alert about disruptions to their water supply, all because of a leak detected by LADWP crews out fixing a busted pipe, which happens to connect to a 10 million gallon water tank, affecting service along Rinaldi Avenue to the south, Balboa Boulevard to the east, DeSoto Avenue to the west, and the foothills to the north. Deborah Violante has lived in Porter Ranch for 30 years and says her city just can't seem to catch a break.
For me to go through the fires and end up with asthma and now find myself waking up Wednesday morning to turn on the tap and no water, can't take a shower, can't wash dishes, can't cook, because what are you going to wash your dishes, your cookware with?
With repairs underway, LADWP expects to have water restored by Friday. Residents who do have water are being asked to boil it first to kill off contaminants and to conserve as much as possible.
It's okay, we can turn the sprinklers off. But how about usage of a bathroom? What do? We don't flush it down? It's just, we're 2025. We live in California. I'm sorry, something has to change at some point. That's my opinion.
It certainly is a very frustrating situation for people who live in the affected areas. Now, just in case there happens to be a fire, because we are expecting